Tanny Cooks here. Today I'm going to show you how to make these delicious soul food candy yams in the Instant Pot. Don't worry y'all, this is not a whole bunch of sugar, it's something even better, but just as delicious. So let's get to cooking. I have 4 sweet potatoes, or yams. I don't argue with the stores with whatever label they put on it. These are orange fleshed on the inside, so yams, sweet potatoes, potato. I'm going to cut the ends off of them so that they're more stable as I peel them. These 4 potatoes will make about 4 servings, 1 potato per person. These can cook for a while on the stove or in the oven, but in the Instant Pot, these are going to cook in just 12 minutes, y'all. It is amazing how delicious these are in such a short period of time. So I'm using my Titan peeler. I love this vegetable peeler. It makes peeling potatoes and vegetables so easy. I'll have a link to it in the description. Click on it and definitely buy one of these for the cook that you love. It definitely makes peeling stuff just so much easier. Peeling potatoes and peeling eggs are 2 things I usually don't like to do in the kitchen. Now that I have my potatoes peeled, I'm going to use my Cuisinart knife and chop them about 3/4 of an inch thick. You don't want these too thin, your slices, because I don't want them to completely disintegrate and turn into mashed sweet potatoes. I want them to still hold their shape. Now, because of the cooking liquid syrup that it's going to make and be sitting in, some of them will kind of break up, and that's okay. That's how they look traditionally. So now that my potatoes are cut, I put in a 1/2 cup of water just below the trivet, and now I'm adding the trivet, and then I added potatoes on top of it. I don't want these potatoes sitting in the water. These are the seasonings we're going to use. We're using monk fruit, golden monk fruit, classic monk fruit, pumpkin pie spice, as well as vanilla. So this is monk fruit sweetener. It is 100% sugar-free. You can get this on Amazon. I'm using my 1/2 cup measure, and after I add in my pumpkin pie spice, I'm adding in my monk fruit sugar substitute. So my pumpkin pie spice has in it cinnamon, nutmeg, and ginger. I add in the seasoning, the sugar, and the pie spice, and then I add another layer of potatoes so that there's seasoning and flavor all throughout all of the potatoes. If you wanted to add your cinnamon or pumpkin pie spice to your water, you could. That way it will keep all of your potatoes more golden instead of brown. But I don't like it that way, so that's why I don't do it that way. But you could definitely make it to your preference. This is the pumpkin pie spice by Badia. It contains cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger. I like the proportions and it makes it easy for me. So this is the classic monk fruit that is like white sugar. So in traditional candy yams, I use brown sugar and white sugar. So I do the same with my monk fruit, and I'm just adding it in layers. So that looks like it would be a lot of sugar, and it certainly would. Now I'm adding vanilla. Some people will use orange extract, so that's something interesting to try. This monk fruit will not raise your insulin level. So it's generally healthier for you. And then I add butter. I add about 1 tablespoon per potato, so I added about 1/2 stick. Now we're going to turn our pressure cooker on high pressure for 12 minutes. Y'all, it cooks that fast. It is unbelievable. So if you have other pots on the stove going and you don't have space to make your yams, go ahead and drop them in the Instant Pot for 12 minutes. At the end, I turn the lever to vent the steam. You want to be safe with your Instant Pot and make sure no one gets burned by that hot steam coming out. And then when you open it up, look at that, y'all. Look at how delicious this looks. Now it is hot and steamy in there. And you want to take a fork and pierce your potato and make sure your fork goes through, that it's fork tender. This is exactly how I want it. You'll notice that most of the potatoes aren't breaking up, but they might fall apart as you put your fork in it. I'm going to put my potatoes in a big bowl, and I'm going to put the syrup in there with it. So the syrup is hot, so that's going to make some of the potatoes come apart because it's going to absorb that hot liquid, and that's completely okay. Look at how beautiful this is. It's so delicious. I promise you will love this soul food dish cooked so quickly in your Instant Pot. If you want your syrup to be thicker, some people add cornstarch or more sugar. That's a personal preference, but to me, this is absolutely perfect as is. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and share this video on your Facebook page in case some of your friends are interested.